Well, welcome to your house. We're honored to have you here. Look, we host you the newest members of Congress. Brings back a lot of memories. Congratulations to you and your families, and thank you all for steering and policy chair Amy Klobuchar, who, if I were you, I listen to everything she says, everything she does. House Democratic Caucus Chair is here, but before that, we're going to have Gary Peters in the house. Gary, where are you? There he is. And Pete Aguilar is here as well. Pete. Well, you made it through the campaign, and now your work begins to deliver for your people. And we've been in your shoes. The excitement, the expectations, and the little bit of nervousness occasionally. Okay, my advice to you is embrace the institution you serve. I really mean it. Improve it. Don't tear it down. You know, 36 years ago, for 36 years, I was a United States Senator. I got elected when I was 29. You have to be 30 to be sworn in, and I wasn't old enough to be sworn in. And I came down to Washington, and when I was in, a number of the senior senators helped me out, and I was in Teddy Kennedy's office waiting to hiring staff, interviewing people. And I got a phone call in his office that my wife and daughter had just been killed, and my two boys weren't likely to live. They'd been struck by a tractor trailer broadside of them on Christmas shopping. And the reason I bother to tell you the story is not to seek any sympathy, but to say to you that my decision at that time was to not be sworn in, to get the hell out. And we had a Democratic governor, so I knew they were going to be able to appoint a Democratic senator, and I wasn't a worry. And but a group of about 7 Democrats and Republican senators, starting with Mike Mansfield, who they call him Iron Mike, who was the majority leader, and a Southerner named Fritz Hollings, and a bunch of folks got together, and they came to see me in 2 different groups to convince me to stay, because I knew that we'd get another senator, but I wasn't sure. I didn't think I'd get another father. My 2 boys were recovering. So I wasn't going to stay, but they brought me into their homes, these senators. There were 6, 7 of them. I won't name them all, bore you with it. But from Teddy Kennedy to Fritz Hollings to Mike Mansfield, and they just embraced me. It wasn't overly sympathetic. It was just, you know, you just come and stay. I'll never forget. Just come and stay 6 months, then you can go home. Then you go home. But what they did was they pulled me in. They pulled me in. They invited me to their homes. There used to be, back in those days, Democrats and Republicans had friendships, and they would still have dinners at each other's homes, private dinners. And all of a sudden I got included. I got pulled in. And Mike Mansfield, who was the leader of the Senate, they called him Iron Mike from Montana. He has more integrity in his little finger than most people had in their whole body. And I used to have to report to his office every day, every Tuesday at 2 o'clock. I thought everybody reported. He'd give me an assignment. I thought everybody got an assignment. Nobody gets an assignment in the Senate. But it was just basically looking back on it to take my pulse to see how I was doing, because every time, as soon as the Senate was out, I'd literally jog down to the Penn Station to get in the train to go home, because I commuted every day. Anyway, to make a long story short, there's a purpose to my telling you this. I was 100 in seniority and of the United States Senate, and they still cared for me. They looked out for me, and they gave me strength, and I stay engaged. They didn't. I didn't stay engaged. I got really engaged. I was there for 50 years. But my point is, you don't have to give up your principles or your beliefs to build relationships, to compromise and reach a consensus. That's often the only way to get big things done, at least in my experience. That's why I've tried to do my whole career.